All right, you're all set up now. And of course, my heater wants to kick on, so it's gonna be a little loud. But we are working on the FC again. Let's get some gloves. We're gonna do a little bit of wiring today. We're also gonna move some stuff around because I made a big mess in here. No, buddy, you're not late at all. It's only been a minute. I just dropped my fan and it was really loud, so my apologies. Sorry I haven't been live lately. Been doing a lot of stuff on my lunch for the car. And so we got a bunch of cool new stuff. It's right here. We gave ourselves some extra room. We're gonna be able to cut this down for when we get the shroud back on. But we got a coolant reservoir, and we got the oil catch can, and we got the fuel pressure regulator, and we got fuel rails on. We got a lot of stuff done on this. Slowly coming out of the video. So not the heater core, but the AC. So that's still right here. Still got to do that. I need to be able to drain off the Freon or dispose of it properly. So I can't do that in my garage, and I can't pull it out yet. So basically it's going to be like a last kind of thing after the car gets back on the ground, roll it outside, properly dispose of it, roll the car back in, put it back up on jack stands, get that AC ripped out of there. But we do have the Palm PDA installed. So he's sitting right there up in my little racing seat. Pretty dope. And that's running down there to the ECU, which we got put in. But, yo, what up, buddy? We're doing some wiring. We got my new ECU in, the tunable one. And it's been a little while since I've seen you, man. How you been? Trying to get y'all posted up. All right, let's grab some gloves. Get our tools open. Got our flashlight. Did you strip out the doors to make them lighter? No, did not. No. Doors are still pretty heavy, but it does help that we have the. It does help that we have the Silverado doors, so or the door hinge kit. So it's made for a lot heavier. She's feeling very pregnant. He should be here any day now, and there'll be a community post when my son arrives because I won't be going live for a little while. But we'll see. All right, we got our gloves on. Let's find our wiring stuff, and I'll show you what we got going on, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. We got a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. We're getting pretty close. Get your present inspected. Nice, how did that go? All right, so we need this guy. We need this guy. So basically, underneath here is our ECU, and this is our, what is it called? It's a, I can't remember. Basically a something 9 cable will do it, Gara. But this is our Bluetooth adapter, and this we need to find a good spot for up here under the dash, and then I need to run this over to my 12 volt to 5 volt converter, and that's going to get ran into the radio. So basically I need to find a good spot for this, you know, and it might even end up being that this guy goes and hangs out in here. I'm thinking that's going to be the case, because I don't want it anywhere where it can actually get hurt if somebody steps on it on accident, because that would suck. Normally where they did. There's not much room in the glove box, so we're gonna have to see. Let's get y'all posted up. Check out the heater core for now. we might be doing in the glove box. Except for there's not much room in here to do anything. That's not gonna work out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we might have to even just straight up post that guy up right there, which looks like there's already some Velcro. I mean, kind of works, but I don't love it at all, actually. Matter of fact, I kind of really hate it a lot, so. But let's pull this carpet forward. Kind of see what we can make do over here. Easy disconnect. Remember, there's 4 screws and a foot of wires. What are you talking about? Power steering should be very easy to disconnect. It's like 4 screws, 3 bolts, and a foot of wires. There's no wiring to it. It's not electric power steering. It's hydraulic power steering. There's a bunch of hoses and a bunch of hydraulic fluid. It needs to be wrapped around to each other. If it was electric power steering, I'd be leaving that thing in. But it's not. It's garbage. Dude, we really need to get the rest of this carpet out of here. It's horrendous. Butterfly doors, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I'm thinking we're gonna grab my, you know what, shears might even do it. Let's see if I got some decent scissors in here. See if we can't cut more of this carpet out. Look at that. Yeah, this is quite ugly. So let's see what we can do with it. See if it's actually gonna take. Where can I post y'all up at that you can see kind of what I'm doing? I can still hang out with y'all, but get stuff done. 3-foot RV trailer for $2,800 in America, Miami, Alaska. So I don't have to worry about housing. Just buy somebody's property at park it. They got some pretty decent spots, but not much property up here. Property is few and far between, unless you're out way in the bush. Like, I barely have a driveway. This might be a razor blade type beat, dude. Oh, that's gonna make such a mess, dude. Oh, that's gonna make such a mess. Do I really want to get started on this right now? Not really. But I really need to pull it out. Man, I'm so conflicted. I really need to get this carpet out of here, but man, oh man, do I not want to pull the dash. Or even like half the dash, dude. That would suck so bad. Dang, this is hard. Let's grab our razor knife. 86 mallard, 30 feet long, small trailer, full-size kitchen, bathroom. It's not bad at all, Kira. So I'm a razor knife. Junk, and it's gone. I'm so tired of looking at this. Sending a whole drawer of my fucking. Alright, y'all. I'm having a hard time. Propane powered, turn on slowly, surely. dragging it and rerouting. It looks like the AT's carpet and those cars glued down. It is not. It's not glued down. It is just kind of resting in there. A couple spots are screwed in, and I think it's underneath the dash that has it, but I just started, you know, cutting most of it out back in the day. And there's just a small piece left, but it's just enough to bother me. So there's that. I'm trying to find where my razor knife is. Where could it be? All right, checking every one of them. We're gonna find it. Nope. There's a razor blade, but not the razor knife. There's a bunch of razor blades, and not a razor knife. You know, we can put this on for now. Built in 86. That's hilarious. Razor knife. We good. Except for the tip's kind of messed up, so we are going to do I seriously have to completely open this thing in order to change the blade? What kind of bunk razor knife is this, dude? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Get some rest. What else we got in here? What do we got going on, guys? We're working on the RX-7 turbo rotary. Doing an ECM change. Trying to get that nasty carpet out of there. Get that Bluetooth adapter hooked up and ran over to my Palm PDA device. That's sitting in a little racing seat of its own. My mom got me that. It's pretty dope. But let's see if I can, you know, not have to rip and tear. See if I can actually just kind of chop back and forth. But let me know what y'all been up to this week. It's not working out. Let me see if I can rip. No, I cannot. Holding the side of the housing where the radio is. If you take the radio out and run the wire behind it. Radio's coming out regardless, but I won't have to drill any holes in it. Dude, this sucks. All right, time to go in. It has to have Bluetooth because I don't have the data cable to go to the Palm. So the Palm either has a data cable that's hooked directly into that, which is extremely hard to find, or I just Bluetooth it. The space where the radio was by drilling a hole in the side of the housing there. No, so it'll come in from behind the dash to the radio. That's where I'm getting my power from for it. And my my key on power will be from the radio. I'm just trying to get the carpet out so I can just run it and have it, you know, look how it's exactly gonna look. Because this is horrendous. But I need some actual shears. I have like cable cutters. That's about it. I got this. Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, this is just a transmitter for the Palm, and then the radio itself has Bluetooth as well. But okay, it's kind kind of working. We got another chunk out. A big old chunk of carpet. Let's see kind of what we're working with. Yeah, this is lame. For sure, this is lame. Try to find a good spot for y'all where you're not going to just get bored and not be able to see me, but I'm also trying to show you some of the action. Let's see, maybe I can run it this way. Yeah, that kind of worked. For your cap, cover that cavity and take the radio out, cover that hole up. So the radio, Akira, you're not understanding, buddy. We have a doubled-in radio going in. That little Bluetooth guy is going behind the radio. So I'm going to pull the radio out, wire all my stuff up, put the radio back in front of it. So there won't be any holes. But there is going to be some in-out kind of movement on this because it's pretty lame. Trying to get back here. No, you're good. You're good. I figured you're the only one talking, so some people also might have thought that exact same thing. Yeah, so the radio's staying in. I like how the car sounds, but the car is also very loud, so I can keep the radio in it and still be able to hear all of the car and not have to worry about it, you know, drowning out the car. That'll never be a problem. Come on, you motherfucker. Woo, dude, this is pretty rough. But what have y'all been up to this week? Says we got 5 people in here, and Akira's the only one who ever says something. So somebody help him out. 9 people in here, it says. 4 likes. Come on, guys. Dude, I cannot get this carpet out. No, I haven't had to yet. Hopefully I won't have to, because yeah, that does suck. Dude, I really don't want to pull this dash. But I'm really thinking I might have to in order to get this carpet out. It looks so bad. Come on, bro. All right, maybe it's scissor time. Get some scissors. Fuck you. That sucks. Like, I might have to look this up to see if it can even be pulled without pulling the dash, because I'm about to lose my mind over this, bro. Like, honestly, though. Like, it's holding on somewhere. But at this point, let's just kind of run it in there and see what we can do. Let's go like this. Yep, sounds about right. Lane. So always on the dash. Out of my way so I can hop in here. Don't step on anything. Hold the carpet. Yeah, no kidding. Man, some of these people, they put more technology into trying to make sure carpet was secure than, you know, the locking mechanism was good. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. We're in. My cage steel. It is. Perfect. All right, let's throw this right here. And this, oh, that's bright. Right there. Now we can see some stuff. Well, there's not really anything electrical behind the dash I got to do besides the radio and this. So it's like I really don't want to at that point because it's so little to actually have to do back there. It makes me not want to do it at all. Let's see. So let's unplug the radio. Get the radio out of the way. Plug this guy. This guy out the way. This is the one that we need. Pull that guy out of there. So 15 a minute. Yeah, that's not good. They're so expensive now that most people are just they're just 3D printing them, dude. Dude, what is all this junk? All this Jorgen. Just seriously gonna come out as one piece? Are you really gonna let me? No, you're not. Because you're lame. Bro. I'm not doing that right now, dude. Headliner bag, yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. But we're literally about to make a wiring mess, dude, if we don't do this right. All right, let's see. So we need to pull off the palm. There we go. It is, yeah, no, people have touched it, and it's not pretty in here, dude. I'm actually kind of upset, I'll be honest with you. Let's see. What did I just unplug? What's that? All of this. Man, this wiring is just so horrendous. What is this relay in here for? Is there a relay in here? Bro. This is so ugly. I'm about to show you all how bad this is, bro. Bro, this is horrendous. So this is the radial plug. And that goes down to here, to whatever this blue one is. And this is like a factory plug. It might be for like the speaker. Then we got this white plug right here. Goes to God knows what. We got a black single wire right there. And then there's a spade at the bottom of that one. So, that's horrendous. Like, that's like excruciatingly bad. Really, dude? Seriously? That is so disgusting. Bro, come on, man. And then it's tied in over here. Bro, I don't even know what this is tied into. It's like for an electric flasher or something, bro. Is that what it's getting power from? For that. It's tied in right there. Okay, well. Ouch. See you later, Stinky. You're done. Alright, let's pull that all out. And then, I don't know what this is to, but I don't want it anymore. So, chop that right there. These are going to switches that I don't need. Chop that right there. Switches I don't need. And a ground. Alright. We got this useless switch panel out that didn't really work back in the day, so chuck that junk out. Here's the rest of the switch that broke. So one of these was like a flash to pass lens to turn on the headlights without peeling them up. The other one was to raise the antenna in the back, and I don't remember what the other one was for, but I never really got it to work, so later. So let's see what we have left. What we have left is my wiper switch, which we need. We have a lot of harness right here. We have a ground. This seems to all be going to the radio, which is absolutely atrocious. Hoping to simplify that wiring, because this is literally the worst. This is just horrendously bad, dude. This is so disgusting. I hate everything about it. Anyways, so it looks like we got a bunch of stuff that is coming through right here. Doesn't need to be. Let's see, that needs to stay. Let me see if I can find out where these ones are going. Ooh. That's pretty good. Means I can pick that up and move that away over there. That's really good. Let's see what else I can pull. Sorry guys, I'm trying to give y'all some sight into what I'm doing, but it's kind of hard. So right now we're pulling that out of the way. Purple wire and the massive wire. Which one are you talking about? This purple wire right here? Or are you talking about the blue one right there? All of this is going to those systems I said that were never even really getting used correctly. So they're all getting pulled. I don't even know where this is from. I don't know which direction this is going, I mean. Alright, my watch just came off. Yeah, that was atrocious, dude. That makes me not want to have a radio in this car at all. Because there's just so much junk under there now, dude. And I fucking hate wiring. Yeah, that was likely for the antenna raise. So down here is what we got tied into. So we got a couple grounds, a couple splices. Yeah, I'm thinking that one was the antenna, was that blue one. No, there's no blinker. There's a flash to pass lens, so keeping the headlights on without raising them up. I want to find out what this relay is for, because I really don't think it's needed. We got a fuse on it. We don't need the relay. What we need to do is figure out how we can get this horrendous. Okay, so yellow is our constant power, because that's where the fuse is going into. That's our single wire. Okay, so it looks like we got yellow, blue, red, and black. And these are going to be our main four. So I think yellow is our constant power, red is our 12-volt key-on ignition, and it was an aftermarket. It was a bunch of aftermarket switches. No, there was nothing down there from the factory. Okay, so I'm thinking all these purple and green are going to the radio. So I should probably get a bunch of zip ties and zip ties all together. That would be ideal to keep these ones separated. And then we just have like 4. I can figure out what is teeing in off of this, and this is gonna look a hell of a lot better. But dude, it was just, so we're putting a double din in. So it's yellow, blue, black, and red. So the black is going to be our ground. The yellow is fused and has a single wire connector going to it. So that is going to be our, I'm pretty sure that's going to be our constant power. The red, I think, is our switched ignition. I'm going to have to ask ChatGPT to run find me a diagnostic of the wiring diagram. And I don't know what blue is going to. Blue is tied in and running to the secondary spot on the relay. I need to know what this relay is for, though. I think this relay might just be tied in for something else, because it's not factory. It's not a factory relay. It's a 4030 8587A 8630. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is just your standard. Yeah, there's one on Foxed, FOXED.ca. I just can't look it up right now. This is just your standard kind of relay. I don't think this is factory at all. And with that, we got a blue wire getting tagged over to a dude, this is disgusting. This is so bad. But we do need to get our zip ties, so it is time to hop out of this damn car. Which sucks, because I hate hopping out of this thing. But we will be putting a double din in this. Very excited. change out of my car. You did not tell me that. That is awesome, bro. Did you, however, sell the door for the whatever truck it was? Your little truck? Alright, put it right there. I don't even know what that's for. Throw that away. That looks like it's a ground. Leave that in there, that's just fine. Pop this guy up here. Small three-wheelers, okay. I see. Yeah, so yellow is fused. Red is going to a block. A three-wire block that was getting tied into a bunch of BS. Blue is tied into for something else, and black is just a ground. So I'm going to unplug that black, unplug that blue. Now this relay can be used for something else. So what that means for us is that we can I'm going to cut this black wire. And now our entire radio harness is out. So I no longer have to do this in the car, which is good because the car is not comfy. Let's hop out. Ow, fuck, that hurt. Ouch. Okay. Out of the car. Okay. Blue is probably why I went to the headlight switch, probably. Okay, so no, so that one is tied in, but it's also going to like a split wire. So here, let's see. It's one of the factory harnesses. So I got 3 grounds shared. I got a blue wire that was on a... So I'm gonna have to get off of here and actually look into this, dude. This sucks. And these are still useful switches, so maybe I pulled these other 2 switches out and throw them in the box. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's she's a mama. Radio anti-theft. There was an anti-theft device. There was an anti-theft device in the car, so that could check out, Akira. Good thinking. I did rip that out the other day, so. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna say bye-bye. Rip all that jargon off of there. And we are going to save these switches. These are still good switches. Yeah, Mom, she's with me. They're about to be headed home. They're over at Cole's having dinner. Okay, switch number 1. That switch is junked. What the heck just happened? Dropping stuff all over the place. Headlight to turn on. The car was just idling, not running. The headlights would still turn on without the car running on the factory wiring. It was just, it would turn the headlight on without lifting the headlight is what it would do. So, all right. Well, I'd say you did well, but you really didn't. Good riddance. You ugly, ugly. Yeah, so it was, I had the battery hooked up and everything, dude. I literally just cut one wire and that was it. It didn't like lock up the car or anything. I just cut the wire and went, and I cut the rest of them out. There was nothing to actually stop me. But it was also a super old style. This thing was probably from the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. Now, the ones that they have, if you cut one wire, it locks the ignition system out. Like you can't do anything with it. It'll actually kill the car. Like until, yeah, and that's it. It was a joke. These newer ones though, they are no joke at all. You will not get into that car, bro. It is rough. We were trying to break into my buddy's truck, his own truck, because the battery had died, and that messed with the system so much that we had to call somebody that was well versed in doing it so he could like do the lockout procedure. That's how brutal it was. Okay, so y'all ready to see how disgusting this wiring harness is for my radio? This is it. This is bad. This is really, really bad. But we're gonna fix it because I am the wire guy. They call me Wire Supreme. And by that I mean I'm gonna get her done, dude. We're going to get some zip ties going, get all of this kind of buckled up, put away. Because this right here, all of this goes to these two plugs, these two factory wiring plugs. So that'll be pretty easy to do. That'll look real, real tight. Tipped over it, unlocked the door, so yeah, no kidding. Some of those Mercedes, they would do that. I think it was Mercedes. But if you hit a pothole too hard, it would open the doors. Thinking you got into a massive accident, it would just open the doors, which is crazy. Dude, some of those guys, that's crazy. It's just, then the people that knew that, and then like the Porsche headlights, the whole Porsche headlights thing was crazy too. Couldn't make that up if you wanted to, dude. Okay. All right, this is already starting to look better. Dude, Porsche headlights, dude, those forever were on eBay, just left and right, getting sold for cheap. Because they were extremely expensive. Ford truck headlights, yep, those are not as easy. Not as good of money as Porsche headlights, though. But again, neither of us are condoning this to whoever watches this later on or something. We're just saying, you know, how companies kind of drop the ball on stuff sometimes. All right. If anybody's looking, I got a set of taillights up there. Minor crack, you can see it. I'm selling. I need to repair my new good headlights. So let's see, we'll do that, we'll do that. Yeah, no kidding. Pretty easy fix for sure. Taillights. Taillights. It's the black part, so it's not. It takes a little bit of work, but nothing crazy. They are LED. The first couple of videos on the channel of the car has them on it. I switched them out like a year and a half later for the new versions. But they're nice headlights. They're nice taillights. I just don't use them. All right, we are getting ready to start chopping these zip ties down. I can show you what I did with the wiring harness for the radio. Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to do that nice and bright. Tell people where you're going. All right, so that looks much better for that section of the wiring harness. Let's find my flush cuts. Hello, flush cuts. Where you at, flush cuts? There you are, flush cuts. All right. Give me half a second. All right, we're back. Dude, I don't know anybody. Not many places, like I was saying earlier, not many places have land. You might be able to get away with a like a camp spot. They'll have like water and electricity hookups, but that's not very cheap. Sometimes they're not year round. Or like a trailer park with a vacant spot for space rent. That's a hard one though, dude. Might be best to rent. Like rent a house from somebody else for a little while until you can buy your own spot. Place in Anchorage is gonna be really hard to find, bro. Not that it's impossible, but it ain't gonna be easy, that's for sure. Okay, so this is now the radio harness. Got it down to those two plugs over there, and then these two plugs over here, and that's just a spade going into that, dude, so we can cut more of that out. Let me find, there they are. Okay, so basically, I don't need you. And I don't need you. Right there. That's just a spade, but I have to leave that guy on there. Oh, This is one of those spades. Put this up here for now. All right, and then let's black something to go to. And we gotta double check that blue. Twist up our wires. And now that's looking much better too. I hate that there's 19 connectors for this, so let's cut this red one right there. Put the other red side right there. And then we can put this red one right here. Gonna run that. And then this red one we can do right here. Okay, twist that guy up. Okay, that looks much better. Mucho better. Okay, but I do need to hop off of here so I can go double check my my wiring diagrams, just so I'm not doing this 13 times or frying all my stuff I just bought. We've been live for about an hour, so pretty good. There are a lot of people in here right now. 5 people it says. I might not say that for everybody, but to me it says 5 people. So if you got 5 people in here, thank you. I appreciate it. Do a lot of wiring. If you like this stuff, you can go check out some of my videos. Try to do something like this hopefully once a week or so, but a little less than that. However, that's gonna be it for this one. And as always, stay frosty out, boys. Peace.